Hey guys, JC here. Alright, I'm going to show you all a quick video how to make a snare. We're going to use this tree as our main, kind of our anchor. Got my lighter, got my paracord, got my knife. These things are going to be obviously pretty essential when using rope, especially, well, at least paracord, because paracord will fray, but if you use fire, you can singe it up. And right now, this is actually not an area where I have seen any hogs or anything like that. There has been no success seeing any hogs out here. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to make a snare that I use to catch hogs. Very simple, nothing difficult about it. I'm probably going to be using about roughly 10 feet or so. So let's go ahead and get that measured. Let's get caught up. All right, I got my 10 feet. I usually just do two lengths of the arms, stretch it out, and that's usually about 6 feet or so, between 5 and 6 feet. Right now I've actually probably got closer to 12 feet, but that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. Mainly just doing this to show y'all, and then I'll probably end up using it for a snare later on. So, got a rope. Okay. Alright guys, I'm fighting a little bit of sickness right now, that's why I keep sniffling. Alright, now, just going to take our lighter, just kind of singe it. Just want to get that rope nice and closed. It'll kind of melt it, and then you just use your fingers. Be careful, it's going to be very, very hot, but just kind of use your fingers to close it up. This paracord obviously has a 7-strand inner core, and that's what gives it so much extra strength. But if that core starts fraying on you, obviously that'll weaken it up a lot. So, alright, I'm just going to go ahead and put those right there, since I left my bag back there. This is not a lot of rope, but you're not going to need a ton. So, let me get a little bit closer to the camera, and I'll show you guys the knot that we're using, and we'll get started on this. So, basically, we'll go ahead and back this up some. I always do it the wrong way. Okay, here we go. Obviously, you got your strand. I'll go ahead and turn this so I can see what I'm doing here a little bit easier. You got your rope right here. I don't usually like to take more than a foot or so. You don't need to have much. I just kind of loop it, so you've got it. You got your loop right there. Once you got your loop, just kind of stick it in, just like you were tying your shoes. See that? I'll give myself a couple of inches here. And then we're just going to do it again. Just a second loop. You just kind of do that. Tie it on itself. Give it a good pull so it doesn't want to let go. And then if you want, you can do a second one. It's not going to, basically just like tying your shoes 3 times. Just that starter, that little starter loop around. Give it a good pull. That's not going anywhere. It's perfect. That's not going anywhere. I can pull all day on that, and that's not going to move. Now you got yourself a small loop. What you're going to do is, sorry, got a mosquito on me. Yeah, it's snatching my butt. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around the tree, and once we got it around the tree, we're just going to take the rest of our paracord and loop it through. I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Go ahead and zoom in real quick. Kind of turn this up a little. There we go. Alright, here we go. Move in here. Alright. Now, what I mean, you're just going to take it around, and I got the loop right here. I'm just going to take my paracord and pull it through that loop. Now, it's up against the tree. I got it tied to the tree now. It's not going anywhere. And then at the very end of that loop, at the very end of your string, you can do the exact same thing you did to make your small loop. Give it about 3 ties. Each time, just pull it nice and tight. Give it a really good tie. And I'm talking pull as tight as you can, guys. You want this thing to get tight. So you don't want it to come loose. Alright. That ain't coming loose. Let's stay nice and tight. Same thing. Put your rope through it. Now you got a loop. See what I'm saying? Alright. Now because of this area, let's say this was the area where hogs come through, right here. They come through generally in this area. You're going to want some deer corn. That's great. They love deer corn. So, obviously, when you're doing this kind of thing, you want to make sure you're choosing an area that has nearby twigs and little branches and stuff. You see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of hanging it, and now it's just a little loop right here. Let me go ahead and I'm going to come up there and kind of turn the camera up so you can, or turn it down so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Alright. Got some ugly thorns out here. Alright. So, you see my paracord? It's kind of hanging up on that branch, stringing over, and then coming back down. So you can see, I got myself a little loop right there. You guys see? Goes down, and then across. That's my loop. Now what's going to happen is when they come through, I'm going to set my deer corn right here, guys. Right here in this spot is where I'm going to do it. Take some Kool-Aid too, some of that powder mix, and just kind of sprinkle it over because that sugar drives them crazy. They come, it's going to come through, put its head in here to start getting the food, and then as it moves on, it comes right off the twig, moves on, keeps going, and now we got ourselves a good tight pull. Can't get away now. See that? Now the beautiful thing about paracord versus wire is that wire will start to cut into the skin and start to kill the animal. It'll start cutting its way through their skin and killing them. I keep doing that wrong, man. I'm terrible about that. But the beauty of paracord is that since it's a rope, it pulls real tight, but then as I back off, it backs off too. If I kept like this, it's gonna cut my circulation off, and my arm is gonna die. I back off like this, and it doesn't let up to where, I mean, I can put my finger in there now. I get him right here, it's pulling my finger nice and tight because I'm trying to get away, which is exactly what the animal's instincts is going to lead them to do. Keep pulling. But when it starts choking them, if it's around their neck, when it starts choking them, they'll back off. What I have found though, is that most of the time the hog makes it at least to their body. So it's trapped on their body and it'll move down and usually it ends up trapped on one of their legs. That's been my experience so far, is that it usually ends up on one of their legs. I have had it on their neck before. They were not dead. They were alive, and because like I said, as they're pulling, it gets nice and tight, and it's holding tight. But then as they let go, the rope kind of gives too, so that it's not choking them anymore. Especially these hogs. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a hog cut open or done it yourself, but they are tough as nails. Their skin can get up to 1 inch thick. These guys are not playing games, and their skin very tough. It's like body armor. And they're very, very muscular creatures, very strong. Like I said, this is 550 paracord. I'm wrapping, I'm pulling. That paracord ain't going nowhere. I'm pulling with everything I got right now. And that paracord is not doing anything. It ain't going anywhere. Good, strong stuff, guys. This is excellent stuff. And if you want to give yourself a little bit, just a little bit of extra, after you've made your loop and everything, just wrap it around the tree 2 or 3 times. You just want it to be where they can get a couple feet away from the tree because you don't want them to feel the tension until they've already gotten it very well onto them, the loop onto them very well. So anyway, guys, that's how to make a very simple snare. Like I said, make sure there are branches, twigs, things like that nearby that you can kind of hang it on because you want it to be hanging in a loop so that they walk into it. Make sure you bait either side of it. Unless it's obvious which way the hogs are coming, and then only bait the side that they'll be coming to. But hogs are going to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, so most likely you're going to be fine baiting either side. But like I said, use a little bit of a Kool-Aid mix or something like that. That has really been beneficial to me. I just take a good handful of deer corn, and I don't spread it out, I don't sprinkle it all over the place where I'm trying to snare them. I pile it up, just a handful or two, on one side and the other. I will take one handful and throw it off about 10-15 feet away because I want them to come to that area. and then I'll take some Kool-Aid mix and just kind of pour it, just sprinkle it. Doesn't have to be crazy, don't go nuts on it. Just kind of sprinkle it over the corn, over both sides of the corn, and that sugar will attract them, and man, they will just have a heyday. And then you know, you just got to keep coming. The shortest amount of time it's taken me to get a hog was about 6 days from setting up the snare. Most of the time it's about a week and a half though. It is pretty general time for me. So anyway guys, alright, well that's going to be it for my video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you'd like to see, please let me know. I would love to make the videos for you guys. But other than that, y'all have a good day and good luck hunting.